everybody, Dexterity Radar here. Welcome back to Sakura's Spirit. And when we last left off, we were being dragged out of the forest by two... I gotta close the door. Give me a second. Alright. We're being dragged out of the forest in cuffs, well, some sort of cuffs, by two ninja women. Anyways, let's begin. You've gotta be kidding me. If I wasn't in Tsukino Toshi, then where the hell was I? I gave her the, southern accent. Hey, no talking. Come on, I don't wanna bop you that much. Kinda. Maybe a punch or two. I just wanna know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily. Okay, I'm giving her more of an English accent. I swear to God, each time there's a spider on that cup. Hello, little fucker. As long as you don't move, I'm fine. Your attack was a lot of early mornings. Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. With the right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings... Look... hold on. Give me a moment. I need to practice my southern accent. Got it. I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, buildings look more. Don't you hiss at me, you little bastard! I heard that. Buildings look more like they belong in some sort of classic samurai movie. I could drown your ass if I wanted to. Huh? The heck is a movie? This is Haramaru. It's been here forever. Kage! I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again. Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me that I had to. It must be tough being the subordinate of someone like that. Be quiet, or I will slice you for good. Silence you, not slice you. Again, early morning, really tired, recording. By the way, welcome to Thursday. I'm actually going to start posting on Thursdays. Wednesdays are no's. Wednesdays are my days off. This time it didn't seem to be an idle threat. The girl down the Shithru katana was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played a hero earlier. Hopefully there would be someone with more common sense in the village. Several minutes later. I soon found myself confined within a small room. The stern-looking tsundere of a girl glaring down at me, while the other girl, who was apparently called Narumi, seemed to have softened up a bit. From what I had gathered during their conversations, they had called the village elder to help oversee my questioning. What purpose did these thefts have? Or are you just some pervert who gets off sniffing girls' undies? I ought to castrate you! I already told you. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention, anything worn by you would probably smell sour. I couldn't see too well from the cellar they had put me, but I was almost certain I could hear Narumi laughing nearby. Tsukino-don, please calm down. Calm down? Calm down. You brought him to learn the reason behind his presence in the forest, didn't you? That is correct, Elder-sama. I believe he was working together with the Foxburst to steal panties and other undergarments. Objection! What are you objecting to, young man? The evidence surrounding the defendant's accusations was fabricated. Narumi-san, would you please answer the question for the judge? Was the defendant, that is myself, anywhere near those girls while you two were in pursuit of them? Hold it! Just who are you calling a judge here? Lower your voice or I will strike you down! Hey, Miyoshi-san, maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy clearly isn't a bandit. We could just ask him why he was up there in the woods. If he has a valid reason, sure. If not, then he's clearly a penny thief, and we'll use him as a punching bag out in the yard. Finally, and here I thought this was about to become a turnabout case. I sighed deeply, partly amused by my own act, despite the seriousness of the situation. Who would have ever thought mimicking characters from games and movies would end up getting me out of trouble? As long as I didn't become an ace prisoner, things would hopefully turn out for the better.
A wise idea, Narumi-chan. How about you start by giving us your name?
Gushiken Takahiro.
So what were you doing in the forest when these two were chasing the thieves?
I'm not entirely sure myself. One moment I was praying at a shrine hidden inside the forest. Next thing I knew, some weird girl was talking to me.
A girl?
Yes, a girl with horns and a tail. I know it sounds weird, but I could have sworn I saw her before. I must have fainted after that. I woke up somewhere in the forest.
Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan. Do you recall the stories behind the shrine near our village?
Forgive me, Elder Sama, I do not recall. I know it's a place of high spiritual energy, a sacred place, but I can't remember the details. Sorry, grandfather.
That shrine belongs to Shiori.
I can't really say that well.
A powerful spirit that had been watching over our village for as long as anyone can remember. Unlike the fox spirits, we tend to avoid going too deep into the forest.
I still think I could get rid of those pests once and for all if I would just let me go in and find their home. It's probably hidden in some damp cave on the hill, or some rundown old house.
Humans and spirits rarely mingle, even if they meet with good intentions. The fact that this lad says he saw a spirit means there is a chance he was there for a reason. Not to mention, did you take a good look at him yet? He seems disoriented and his clothes look foreign.
He did seem to be talking gibberish earlier. He claimed to be from a city near here. There's nothing like that around for miles. He was also talking about something called a movie. He used some fighting techniques that I have never seen before. He is still a pervert. I'm not a pervert. I'm perfectly natural for a guy my age to be curious about certain things. Besides, if you're talking about how the panties ended up on my face, I had nothing to do with it. Sundari tyrant. What did you just call me? I'd have smashed you to pieces, you brat! Oh wait! Now that I think about it, those two foxes didn't look like they were just abandoning them. But, grandfather, what does all this mean?
I can't be certain. However, I believe it is unlikely that he is working together with the fox spirits. Still, I have never heard of a human to come upon a spirit such as Suri. I dare say he might not even...
Did the fucking thing just bite me? No.
Say he might not even be of this world.
Wait, are you trying to say that I am in a different world now?
It would be the most logical explanation.
In what world would that be considered logical? But I have an important tournament to participate in 2 weeks from now. Get over it.
Well, no one has ever experienced something like this before. You will have to think of how to deal with you, or if it is even possible to get you back to your own world. In the meantime, a night in the cell won't hurt. He did assault the village guard, and he resisted arrest. He could stay here until he rots for all I care, and I suspect the Elder will wish to have a talk with you soon, Hikage. Hikage, I am going to clean myself off. I suggest you do the same. I would take offense for implying that I stink, but that was one hell of a run. Those two fox spirits run fast. I would still likely to know more about those techniques, Takahiro-san. If you do happen to stick around, I might want to go a few rounds with you. It's not like I'll be going anywhere for the time being. It is only for a few hours while we discuss what to do with you. A person such as yourself would end up causing quite a commotion amongst the villagers. So it is necessary to convince them that you mean no harm before we release you.
And that was how I found myself stuck in a jail cell while the people responsible for my situation left to deal with the personal errands. Quick save! Yes! This sucks. As if being sent to a different world wasn't bad enough, I'm stuck in a jail with my only company being... Before I continue, I would love to be in a world other than ours. I mean, there might be, like, mythical creatures that might try attack me, but I don't fucking care. Anything would be a lot better than our world, in my opinion. A pair of beautiful, magnificent, majestic fox sisters, you lucky boy. A pair of beautiful... Wait a second. Yahoo! Hi there, panty boy! A familiar face appeared on the top of my cell. Blonde girl with golden eyes. I'm sorry? Panty boy? Why? As I watched, she flipped over and landed in front of the cell, waving her hands at me from the side of the cell. Another girl appeared, a wry smile on her face. Ah, it's the panty thieves. If you're here to reclaim your hostages, they are already back where they belong. Nope, we saw the guards go into the bath and swipe the maiden's silk again. Look! With that, she pulled out a pair of lacy silken underwear from her sleeve and stretched it out with her thumbs, showing off her Why? Her panty prized to me. You came all the way back here to snatch their underwear again. And I'm not sure that Sundari Tyrants fits that label. The cutie with the katana? You would be surprised. I happen to believe that she is as innocent as one can be. She seems far too upset to let any man touch her. As for returning to the village, we may have a debt to settle. I smiled weakly as I wondered what the fox meant by debt. I'm not sure what this debt of yours might be, but I think you better leave before those two return. You don't seem to be on friendly terms with the samurai girls. Wait, if he doesn't know about it, we can just leave, Onisama. Maiko, that is not how we do things. Young man, your actions allowed us to escape our earlier predicament without harm. This place places us in your debt, for which we are now repaying you. Maiko, do the magic. Okay! The young girl walked forward and placed her hands upon the door of the cell. She began mumbling something I couldn't even begin to understand, and her hands began glowing brightly. Different worlds, girls wielding weapons, now fox girls using magic. Next on the list, I'm going to find a talkative magical sword and end up destined to save the world. That said, I was curious to see what this magic would do to the lock keeping me imprisoned. The glow flared for a moment before quickly fading. There was a hiss and then a sizzle, and the lock dripped to the floor in a mess of melted metal. What? Well done, Maiko-chan. You did very well. Relax for now, alright? Not sure what I'm supposed to be the most surprised about. The fact that a girl just melted a steel lock, or that I'm starting to accept that this is normal. This level of magic is extraordinary. Maiko-chan is quite gifted. But as I said, we are here to settle our debt. If you would like, we can escort you back to the forest where we first encountered you. I do, however, suggest that you decide quickly. The guards do not bathe for long. I should know. I have observed them for a while. Well, I don't plan on sticking around, so I'm gladly accompany the two of you out of here. Maybe I'll be able to find my way back home. Lead the way, peeping Tammy. Machiko. Sakurano, Machiko, not Tammy. Takahiro. Sorry. But I suggest we keep the introductions for later. Very well then, Takakun. Follow. As I was stepping out of the cell, the sound of a familiar voice boomed in the distance. Thieves! Crafty foxes! Kleptomaniacs! I'll skin you alive! I think that's our cue to get out of here. And with that, the three of us darted out of the prison. 10 minutes. I'm good. That's pretty much what happened. According to the village elder, there's supposed to be a shrine somewhere in the forest. It must be the same one I visited before. I got caught up in this mess. Goodness! It sounds like a terrible situation. I know that spirits such as Shuri enjoy playing with people, but this seems a little cruel of her. I would speak with her myself, but fox spirits are not allowed near the shrine. Huh? I thought the reason we never go there was because you get all flustered when Shu-chan's around. Shut up, Maiko. Didn't realize the panty thief could get embarrassed like that. Maybe you two could show me the way to the shrine. Somehow, the layout of this forest seems different from my world. Which pretty much meant that Arya's map was useless now. You do not understand. There's more to the ways of us spirits than meets the eye, Takakun. I will try to navigate you to the shrine, but if Shuri does not want us there, then we'll simply not get there. The only place we can navigate to directly are our home and the village. I could use Magic Gate, but that takes a super long time to cast. Unless I concentrate really hard, it usually ends up just taking us someplace. Not fun. I think I'll prefer taking the ground route, but thanks for the offer. Maiko-chan, was it? That's right! Sakurano Maiko. At your service. Yay! My first human friend! Silly girl. Not that I doubt your navigation skills or anything, but didn't we cross this path a while ago? Oh, you're right. Why are we back here, Onisama? Huh. I thought you were leading the way. Wait, I think if we turn this way, cut through these trees here, we might... Ah! The girl seemingly disappeared out of sight. Why? Why do you people get into trouble? Such trouble. Seemingly disappeared out of sight as she stepped in between two tall trunks, only to be followed by a loud splash. I ran towards the trees and looked down to see the girl, arms flailing wildly, neck deep in a slow-moving river. Ah! Onisama! Onisama! Quick! Please, you have to help her! I'm begging you! I'll do whatever you want, just please save her! Help! I can't really do her voice in a different way when it's screaming. It doesn't look that deep, you know. Don't tell me that your sister can't... She can't swim! Neither of us can! Please, Takahiro-sama! Please, rescue my sister! I guess I don't have a choice. Smiling weakly, I pulled off my jacket and drove. I had my final driver's test today. You could tell what's weird. Dove into the river. The cold water is sending shivers down my spine as I swim towards Machiko, who, despite the lack of a strong current, was slowly disappearing under the water. Urged on by the worried shouts of Maiko, I tried to reach the girl as quickly as possible. It took me a few strokes before I reached her, but by the time I had grabbed a hold of her and pulled her out of the water, she had lost consciousness. She's not breathing. I felt my stomach drop. Dreadful thoughts of what might happen if I didn't do something began to fill my mind. What in the world could I possibly do? CPR? I don't know what that is! She's not breathing! Help her! Please, save her! Onisama, please, wake up! Okay, but I need to concentrate. Can you find something to dry her off with... Yeah, blah 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 blah. I'm acting like it's a run-on sentence, I'm sorry. Right! Great. Mage without a revive spell. As if trying to steal my nerves for what I was about to do, I muttered those words just before leaning in. All I could remember from my first aid training was that the patient had to be in a so-called recovery position, and that I had to blow air into their mouth and push down on their chest. You can see where this is a problem, right? My heart pounded faster and faster. I'm gonna quick save this real quick. Yes. As I looked down at the foxtrot, I could feel my cheeks heating up as a blush spread across my face. Clumsily, I put her into what I hoped was the right position, and slowly I lowered myself towards her face. My lips parted. Ahem. If you were that desperate for a kiss, you could have just asked. I know I am a beautiful, exquisite creature, but pushing me into a river so you can play hero is a bit too much, Takakun. It's not... Damn you, Saxman! Get out of here! It's not like that. I went in to save you. Oh ho ho. Why, thank you. A valiant hero for your rescue, I must admit. I am not that great swimmer. Saxman in the heavens, I am going to find you, and I am going to knock you off your throne. But you know, it is often better to get permission from the maiden you've rescued before you claim them as your reward, silly. I didn't have a choice. I either claimed your lips or death would claim you instead. And a bold choice that was. Where is Maiko? I hope she didn't try to save me first. She's even worse a swimmer than I am. She's fine. Damn you, Saxman! That's all I had to say. She should be heading back here right now. In that case, I believe we have enough time. So how about it, Takakun? My little sister will be back in a few minutes, and I'm sure a boy like you have probably never kissed a girl before. Fun fact, I actually had my first kiss before, and I don't count it. Because, let's face it, my first kiss was on a girl who didn't really like me. Because we were both around the age of 10, and we were doing the natural curious thing that boys and girls even at that age still did. And we played a game called Kissing Booth. So that's my 2 cents on the first kiss thing. So how about it? Want to claim this maiden's lips? Don't make me toss you back into the river. I wouldn't say that. To be honest, I still wouldn't kiss her. Because, just because of this moment, I still wouldn't kiss her. But I wouldn't say that either. Ah, such a shame, too. I was looking forward to finding out how sweet your lips taste. I'm not sure I want to find out what a wet fox tastes like. Innuendos for the win! Saxman! Saxman, stop it. Oh, I assure you, it tastes a lot better when I'm wet. For some reason, I don't think we're talking about the same thing anymore. Of course. Fucking kitsunes! I felt my cheeks flushing up slightly as Machiki was teasing words, and I awkwardly scratched my cheek. Anyway, at this rate, you're going to catch a cold. Then perhaps you should warm me up, Takakun. More importantly, we need to get out of the blah blah blah. Gets you out. You Damn you, Saxman. More importantly, we need to get. Why am I scratching my cheek all of a sudden? We need you to get out of those soggy clothes. Oh my, Takakun, so bold. Please, won't you unbutton my top for me? If you insist. My fingers shook. Saxman! I blame the Saxman every time. Now, let's start with that, alright? As I reached down to the laces of her bodice. I was blushing brightly and my head was spinning as I felt my fingers touch the cloth. Before I can continue any further, I heard a whoosh behind me and felt something heavy impact against my body. Ow! My body toppled forward and I felt a nasty blow to the back of my head. Ow! Oni-sama, I brought the... Oh no! Takahiro! I could barely focus on the blonde girl as the blonde girl began to fuss over me, but it was no good. Between running my butt off all day and the tsundere tyrant, the following rescue, and now the blow to the head, I felt myself slip into unconsciousness. Ow! God damn it! Saxman, you can stop now! I can tell you one thing, if I ever got hit in the back of the head and was close to getting knocked out, my last words would be, that was my head. That is a welt. Then I'd fall over. Just for the hell of it. Hours must have passed by the time I finally regained consciousness. Quick save! Yes! I could use the quick save function, which is this, but I don't want to! Yeah! Hours must have passed by the time I finally regained consciousness. First, quick check. Oh, well. This is good timing then. That is 32 seconds. So I'm gonna do my quick outro. Damn you, Saxman! Do a quick outro, and then I'll continue in the next part. Probably have to put an 18 up and warning on this. Should have done that with the first one too. Okay, anyways, if you liked the video, why don't you leave a like? You son of a bitch! Yeah, you better get back under there. Cause I'm gonna... Fuck it. Ignore him. My own phone scared me. No, no. Yeah. Okay. If you liked the video, why not add it to your favorite and subscribe for more? No. Yeah. If you liked the video, why not leave it a like and add it to your favorites? Subscribe to enlist in the Red Heart Army today. As always, leave your suggestions and amazing comments in the comment section below. My name is Exterior Red Heart, and everybody. My goatee salutes you. Damn you, sex man!